Hello. Hello, loves. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, actually, I have no idea how long today's stream is going to be because right before I started streaming, I started to have this headache, but I just took some meds, so hopefully it will go away soon. But I hope everyone is doing well. Just saying that as like a heads up. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well. I'm drinking water again today because I've been going through my very hydrated arc. So I've been drinking a lot of water. Um, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so today I am playing When the Night Comes. We are continuing. I believe I have two stream already playing this game. Let me check. No, I think it was three. So I should be on my fourth stream by now. Let's see. Let me check back. Yep. We're on our fourth stream right now. I actually do not know how far along of the story we are at because I never actually completed the game before. Um and whenever I stream I kinda yap and stuff like that, so it takes a bit longer for me to finish the game. But last time when we were playing, we were left on kind of like a cliffhanger. Basically, I think her name was Aurora, if I remember correctly. I might be totally wrong. The twin sister, she came in our room to seek help from us. So, um, I'm guessing we would be having some sort of fighting scene with the monster. But I'm very excited to continue the game. Also, I purposely decided to play continue with When the Night Comes um compared to the other visual novels that I'm still playing. It's because yesterday we played Bloodlust and I thought I want to continue with the supernatural film. Um, but I do really need to um start finishing some of the visual novel because when it was Pride Month, I started a lot of them. Um, so I guess next week I would try to compare to do today because I hope that I'm almost to at the end of that game because I feel like I've been playing it for so long. Let's see. I think yeah, I think maybe next stream will be like my last time playing that game. We will see. We will see how it goes because you never know. Um I also feel like it's been taking me so long to finish some of this game for some reason compared to in the past. Even though some of the games are shorter, so I don't really know what's going on. Let me check. How long did it finish? Took me to finish Coffee Talk to. I knew that it was for a while, but that was like the first ever. I think that was the first ever visual novel that I completed. Let's see. It took me 5 streams to complete it. Well, but then that game I play it for like I play it for like 4 hours or sometimes almost 5 hours a stream. While like nowadays I don't really do that anymore, so I guess it's understandable that I still haven't finished some of my game. And there's certain I also yap a lot more nowadays when I play visual novel. So I guess it is kind of different. Let me switch that to when I come. But um yeah, we will be playing When the Nights Come. I'm very excited to see what happened. Last stream we also um romanced it Finn and Ezra, the vampire and the witch, Polly Rao. So I'm very excited. Let me look at all the. Okay. I'm looking at the achievement that I got. But let's start, okay? Let's start. Let me load into the game. I don't know how many people are going to show up today since I noticed recently that Saturday a lot of people are not actually free. I think people are usually free at Sunday, but unfortunately I cannot do Sunday stream anymore. So sorry. But wait, let me load into the game. Okay. Should I use the game overlay today? Let's see. I think I should. Okay. Let's do the game overlay. When the nights come. Okay. Let me stop the music. Let's start lives. Also, I want to say that do I have the volume? Actually, let me just boost all of these up. And then I will adjust it on OBS instead. That's a better way to deal with it. But I have uploaded the stream from yesterday, and I realized that I keep hitting my mic. Well, I probably was not hitting it, but it might be because my mic is a little bit shaky, like the sound of it. So maybe the wires and stuff was like shaking, I feel like, so maybe that's why there was like some sounds of me hitting the mic, so I'm so sorry about that. But I don't think people notice it. But you might be able to hear it for the VOD, so I apologize for that because I got so annoyed when I was like looking at it. Which one was it? Okay, I think it's this one. Let me look at all the time. Yeah, I think so. We are on. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let us go back a little bit further back. Yeah, let us go a little bit further back so we can get the full effect and remind ourselves what happened last stream. So this is the night after we confirm our relationship with Ezra and Fun. And us being like, is it even possible to feel this happy, this whole? Cute. Suddenly, Ben stopped that in his track, his free hand pressed against Ezra's chest, holding him in place as he sniffed the air.
Wait, I smell blood.
Oh, I think that's why. Oh, that's why I put the music and sound effect lower because of the voice volume. Let's go back and see.
Wait, I smell blood.
She's heard. The door slams open. The son of blooded and beaten Aurora, a disheveled shell of the calm and collected woman I met just a week ago. Actually, I just realized I really like her lipstick color and fabulous manicure. Sorry, I shouldn't be focusing on that. Cute. I quickly moved to stand by their side, my focus fixed upon her, and only her. Finn's eyes are wide, his prosthetic glowing brightly. He's calm and undefensive, but I can sense that he is cautious. Ezra looked at her with pity, and I can almost see him suffering her obvious injuries. Aurora, what are you doing here? She leans against the door frame, leaving a bloody handprint upon the wood. Ice blue eyes flickering frantically between the three of us. With a deep, ragged breath. Hunter? I think I might require your assistance. Ooh, what's going to happen? Hunter, I think I may require your assistance. As soon as the initial shock has faded, Ezra is at her side in a flash, and Finn tenses beside me. Aurora and Ezra exchange a look, and she nods her permission when his fingertips grow a pale green. Oh, wait, that is so cute. I reach out to touch Finn's forearm and he visibly relaxes, but his hands still ball into a fist at his side. Oh, I forgot how pretty she is. Very pretty. Who did this to you? More like, what did this to me? Ooh. Aurora hissed when Ezra placed his hands upon her bleeding forearm, and he withdrew his touch with a sorry smile. It's like it looks kinda like claw marks. Apologies. She gently swept him away, not entirely ungraceful or ungrateful in his care. It's fine. It's just a scratch. That doesn't look like just a scratch for me. I mean, it does, but you have a lot of blood. Finn's nostril fair as Ezra guides her towards the bed, helping her settle upon the mattress.
We can't keep her here. If anyone calls the enforcers, you won't look too good tending to a bleeding cultist.
Well, I mean, you're right, but maybe you shouldn't have said that in front of her. Though she's in no position to be snarky, Aurora still managed to smirk at Finn's comment. Working against your precious puppet masters, are we? And both you and the witch are all tucked away in your quarters with a big, mean vampire of all things. You might be more interesting than I initially thought, Hunter. What can't a Hunter just, romance the town? Like, can't I fall in love? What do you mean?
Watch your tongue, Woodridge.
My vampire boyfriend protecting me.
Finn.
Tell us what happened, Aurora. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. I encountered a little trouble on my evening walk. Finn snorted, earning another glare from Ezra. My lips twitch, but I managed to stifle my smile. Do you have a cold, vampire?
No. Please, do continue.
I ignore their little exchange, guessing that Finn knows a lot more about her than I care to find out. When you say trouble, a creature, the one that's been giving you hunters some actual work to do. Oh. Well, it's to be expected, I guess. Ben ran his iron hand over his face before stepping closer to me. Stepping close to me, he takes me by the arm and leans in to brush his lips to my ear.
You really should take her elsewhere. I guarantee Willenheim will want to hear what horrible little things she's been up to.
Okay. I look at Ezra and he nods, agreeing wholeheartedly with Finn apparently.
That would be wise.
The last time I encountered it was receptive to my visit, but this time not so much as you can see. Wait, is she like feeding the monster that been killing everyone? Because okay, it's been a little while since I played the game, from the last part. But I remember her brother mentioned how Aurora been going out a lot, and I think he said that he believed that it had to deal with the thing that is happening in town. And you know, Aurora believed that all creatures equal. Well, not equal. They believe that the creatures are superior than human, so we need to like respect them even if they attack us and stuff like that. I was just trying to help it. Wait, the last time? She shrugs, uncaring, as if it is the most obvious thing in the world that she be comfortable around the thing that's been murdering my colleagues. When's the wedding? When's the wedding? Finnegan? I nudge his side with my elbow at the exact same time that Ezra on the back. The boyfriends. I try very hard not to laugh, but Finn notices which make him far too smug. Ugh, stop that. I came here for assistance, not a show. Well, I'm sorry, you were interrupting me and my boyfriends. I was just having fun, feeling happy about how I found love in a new town. Like I didn't only get with one of the hotties in town, I got with two at the same time. You know? Can't I just have a little bit fun? Aurora hums quietly, apparently thinking about something that amuses her. You have always been weak for humans, haven't you? Casimir, I think that's how I pronounce it. Put her in her place. Yeah, I'm not ignoring her. Aurora is a little too familiar for my liking, especially after reviewing what she just has. You know, I should arrest you for being in contempt of the agency considering your words before you next speak. Your next speak. She reserved, but she seems strangely impressed by my authoritative tone. Very well. Finn looks at me, his eyes dark, if not a little curious, as Aurora studies herself and heads for the door. He leaned in, his voice low.
Nice work, General.
Oh my god. He loves when I get assertive. I bravely swat him away while Ezra watched us with a fond look and faint answering laugh as Aurora glaring daggers at us. Let me move my mic a little bit, sorry. It's in front of me, so it's blocking my screen a little bit. Okay, I'm a little bit closer to the mic right now, so if I sound a little bit different, that's why. Having him around doesn't do much for my professionalism, apparently, but Ezra is here to help put him in his place.
How are we going to get her past the tavern full of people?
Well, I don't think we can do much, honestly. When Kringles his nose at her, sniffing the air.
She's very bloody, isn't she? Not exactly subtle.
Indeed. Then he grins at Ezra, and the witch smiles wide in return. Something tells me they got it covered. I mean, yeah, I guess so, yeah, because Ezra is a witch, so I'm sure he can come up with something. Leave it to us. I gently take hold of Aurora's arm, assuming she's not at risk, but taking precautions regardless. See you both later. We'll be counting down the seconds, Sander. I love my boyfriends. After an apparently successful exercise in distraction back in the wood, I rush Aurora across town to August's rather impressive abode without further incident. Ooh, I love their house. Very nice fireplace, very nice place. The sofa looks very comfortable. They stand in the doorway and stare at her with a crankle nose. I'd say that it's nice to see you, but can we come in? Meet their gaze, trying to confer the urgency.
Just don't get blood on the sofa, please.
They're so real for that, honestly. Noted. I take in my surroundings, and this house couldn't possibly be owned by anyone other than August. This is beautiful, August. Thank you. It's nice having my own little sanctuary, so I don't spend as much time here as I would like. I tentatively take a seat beside them, both of us staring at Aurora across the expensive coffee table. I'm sorry, I need to crack my wrist. It's like lock. Okay, I'm okay now. No, I have to mute my mic because it would be really loud and I don't want to gross anyone out. Sometimes my joints are just they just need to be cracked. It's a pretty often thing, so. Aurora clears her throat, her eyebrows climbing high as she stares at us from across the room. Can we start? I'd like to go home if we can get this over with quickly.
Explain exactly what you've been up to, Miss Woodridge. In detail.
I love the way that they say detail. She calls her legs, smoothing the rumble dirted fabric of her skirt. August watches, appreciative of her attempt to collect herself, but perceptive that none of her filth made contact with their home, no more than it must at least. Firstly, in the interest of protecting myself, I want you to ensure me that what I say here won't be used against me. From what I gather, you are working against the enforcer, so I suppose you do well to degree this. Oh, that's Aurora. I was wondering, what do you mean? Sorry about that. From what I gather, you're working against the enforcers, so I suppose you'd do well to agree to this condition. August looked at me for confirmation, and I shrugged, knowing that she's right. We can't afford for her to go to them at this point, to go to anyone but us. Yeah, we can't trust anyone, to be honest. Stay between us. Good. Now, I understand that you are aware that the level of creature activity has increased here in Lunarius as of late. Enforcer? August nods. Yes, but Henry has done an excellent job in putting systems in place to ensure that we are on top of it. The number of fatalities has significantly dropped in the last year, if that's what you were getting at. Aurora hums, contemplating their statement with a tilt of her head. Nonarius had the lowest mortality. Oh, fuck. Sorry about it. Nonarius had the lowest mortality rate of any town in the whole of. I don't remember how to pronounce it, sorry. Until very recently. Do you know that? Whoa. That's kind of an insane statistic, honestly. They shift uncomfortably in their seat, avoiding eye contact with the both of us. She's playing a game, almost mocking August's obvious intelligence, I presume. Of course I was aware of that, yes. Don't you think that's awfully strange? That all of a sudden one of the most peaceful areas would turn into the epicenter of creature activity? That one day they begin descending upon us in droves, stronger and faster than before. Did no one in your agency investigate a potential cause? I look at them again, assessing their reaction. My interest is considerably procured. Lunarius was never on my radar before I was called here. I only knew of its existence because of Henry's and James' notoriety, so I certainly did not know this. Mixan, it sounds like this is a pretty small town. It's just that there are some very famous people here, you know? The place is made up of cities and towns far larger than Lunarius, so for Aurora to claim that this sleepy little place is a hotspot for creature activity is beyond alarming. August. With a deep breath, August responds.
I'm aware that there was an investigation, but that nothing was found. We chalked it up to the simple fact that we aren't doing a good enough job of eliminating the creatures as a country. That they are multiplying at a rate far quicker than we and everyone else can effectively handle.
Another quiet hum. I gather that she's simply testing them. Aurora knows a lot more than she's letting on, clearly. And it brings a touch of her knowing resolve. So why in the last year has that magically gotten better? Until these recent murders began, Denarius was oh god. Denarius was relatively peaceful again, wouldn't you say? Not me tripping over my word. Not as peaceful as before, but an improvement was seen, yes. I am no wiser than you really, Enforcer, but I do know that the thing committing these murders is no ordinary creature. And I know that the method in which your precious leader has used to fix the problem is an unsavory one. But something isn't right here in Nenorius. Something is drawing them here, and whatever that something is making them stronger. How do you know all of this? Look at Aurora taking note of her confidence and her poise. It's impressive, but I can't help but wonder how the hell she know all of this information she just unloaded on us. You know an awful lot about the enforcers, even more than us apparently. How? Let me bring some water. She shrugged, nonchalant, not quite getting the gravity of the situation, I feel. People talk.
To the twins that alienate everyone by telling them they deserve to get gobbled up by monsters for daring to be afraid. It sounds unlikely.
Believe it or not, there are people in this sad little town that are more afraid of the enforcers and your hunted pets than they are of the monsters. They see you talking to the things that lurk in the catacombs, the vampires, the Lucan, the demon. They may smile and seem friendly, but they're just as much of an untamed creature as the ones that lurk in the woods that you don't allow to drink in the tavern or sleep in your bed. What happened last night? Tell us what happened last night. How did you find the creature? Aurora daintily clapped her hand in her lap, taking her time to respond. I often check the graveyard and the forest before I sleep. I like to know that there's no creatures out there that might need my help. You have Lux for that. Does she not do her job sufficiently enough? Plus, Lux is an incredible god, but she doesn't care for the creatures in the way that I do. She simply serves to protect us, not them. Why do you require a night guard exactly? Before Aurora can speak, August pipes up.
Because we were fed up of them calling in problems and using up our limited resources. The only real issues they ever had was some angry townsfolk with a kitchen knife.
If you haven't already noticed, they aren't exactly popular around here, so we assign Lux as an unofficial god to keep watch. It's interesting to see that there are people who are so against them, which I understand. That they are, upset and threatening them. Anyway, as I was saying, I did my usual nightly check, and I heard something in distress in the forest. I find a creature. The creature. A ghastly looking thing, but it was crying. Crying? Crying? August, that's not something that you should laugh at. I mean, you don't know anything about the creature, you know. August let out a tiny burst of laughter, quickly covering their mouth once the sound has escaped. Sorry, I have a little bias. I cannot explain, but that's what it sounded like. Hunched over against the tree trunk, crunching the bark, just wailing. I love the rush from August. I approach it. It simply ignored me and retreated into the forest. But she held out her arm. The gash is deep and angry. As you can see, it wasn't so uninterested in me this time. It attacked me, pinned me to the ground. I only escaped because it heard something and scurried off. Shit. I look at August and they're pinching the bridge of their nose, their eyes closed. What are they going to say? I watch as August rise and walk to stand in front of the fire. Aurora hasn't taken her eyes off me. Her expression, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Let me search it up. Actually, I think I do know how to pronounce it now I'm thinking about it. You're inscrutable. You need to see a healer. She shrugged, uncaring, sparing her breathing arm of breeding grounds. Like I said, it's just a scratch, but you're going to get an infection, girl. They're right.
You don't know what the hell that thing is, and you're already unsettling enough without suddenly sprouting horns.
You should seek out Ezra. At least we know he would be discreet. She stunned and quickly heads for the door as if the moment to leave this place couldn't have come sooner. Before she reached for the handle. Wait. Yes?
Don't forget this kindness we've shown you here tonight. We could have thrown you in the dungeons for what you've been withholding, but I'd rather not see someone else disappear. Though our beliefs may differ, we are here to protect you.
I stand to join them, and a show of solidarity in that promise. Aurora may not believe they would, but their purpose is has always been to protect everyone. Stay out of the woods, Aurora. Creatures like this are not something you play house with. Make no mistake, this is something even you cannot feel sympathy for. It's killed mindlessly and unprompted. She smiled, and for the first time since Jamloran, if not a little reserved. I'll come straight to you if I see it again, and thank you. Well, I'm glad she listened to us, I guess. I'm sorry that I brought her here. You did the right thing. Do not apologize. They take a seat, sinking deeper into the cushions with a grateful groan. Is it bad that I remain unfazed by such conversation? Not knowing a bloody thing that has become the norm, apparently.
This town is infested with secrets. I can't wait until all of this is over, if it ever will be.
Well, I guess the only way that this can be over is for us to kill the creature from what it looks like right now. How am I supposed to do my job and protect these people when I'm left so in the dark? Yeah, that's the issues because, you know, the agency has been very like have been very secretive about a lot of stuff. You kind of have to keep trying, and that's all that matters. The people of Lunarius are lucky to have you, August. And that's also very true. Thank you, Jules. It will be morning soon. With a heavy sigh, August closed their legs up beneath them. Yet another night of no rest. What's new in this town, huh? I suppose I better try and get an hour or two of sleep. I'll head back to the roof with an attempt to do the same. We will reconvene tomorrow. Sleep well, Hunter. Oh, the church. Awake barely refreshed, but with an inkling. A gut feeling or something. The church is more desolate than I remember. The doors open easily enough, even though there isn't anyone there to greet me, and the chapel within has only pockets of sunlight where it streams through the cracked windows. I love the music here. Let me put the volume a little bit. The rest is drowned in shadows, but shadows that I know are safe, I guess. My instinct warned me of nothing else other than the two bright presents perched atop at the far end of the room. And as they are here, I feel I don't need to worry about my own safety. Strange that I feel that way about two demonic entities of the highest class. Me, a hunter, alone is this abandoned temple, like the prop of some corny horror novel. Elaine and Omen's conversation peters out as I close the door behind me and approach them. The way they tilt their head in perfect synchronization reminds me eerily of the Woodred churns, but their expression are quickly changed to big, similar grin. I love them. Jules, I didn't expect to see you here. He slid off and come down to meet me. I can incline my head at him in greeting, but my eyes are on still-seated Elaine. She stared back at me and smiles, bright and soft, and raises her delicate hand in a small wave. I love them. Forgot how pretty they both are. It's good to see you well, Elaine. Elaine beams at that, clapping her hands together. I actually don't remember is that Elaine or Elaine, because I know people say there's like two pronunciation, I believe. So I would go with Elaine right now, but I think I might have pronounced it in a different way last time. Ooh, the music. Oh, it's good to see you too. I'm sorry last time we met, things were so messy. With a small oof, Elaine pushes herself off and approaches me as well. And my first, second, I suppose, impression of her that she's far cheerier and much less cautious than Omen. Oh, okay, I gave her the wrong voice then because I thought that she would be like a um, very quiet, kind of introvert, but it looks like she is very cheerful. There is a spring to her step, even as she struts, eating up the distance between us with wide, confident steps. This acts a courtesy for me, and when I try to return it with a bow, she giggles. Thank you. I was hoping I would see you again. We both were. I heard something happen with Aurora. Yes, you look so worried. She picks anxiously at the cuff of her sleeve as she mentioned him. My eyes are drawn to the movement as our omens. And is that my imagination or is that a tiny crease between his brow? Does he not like him? Before things can get awkward, however, I clear my throat. An idea strikes me. I have a questions actually for the both of you. Identical brown eyes blink at me. They really are twins, even if not humans ones. When we were speaking with Aurora last night, she mentioned something. It seems in the last few years, supernatural activity has been in an all-time high in the Norris. August figured it was only became because the volume of the creatures was increasing faster than the enforcers and the hunter could control them, but we have our doubts. And I know instantly I was correct to doubt, as the air around us seems to shift and change. Omens sucks in a deep breath, his hand going to crouch at the back of his neck, eyes averted. Elaine purses her lips and claps her hand in front of her, but she keeps her gaze on me. For a moment, she is no longer a soft-eyed young woman with large teeth and a pretty smile. For a fraction of that moment, I perceive her as the thing behind these human details. Something old and seething, and immense glaze at me through those eyes. Depression near crushed my lungs with the force of her presence, and it dissipates. So fast I could be convinced I was imagining it. And it's because Omen's hand is on her shoulders. No, it's fine. Jules isn't trying to. Oh, I guess like she thought that we were accusing them, maybe? Maybe? Sorry, I had to take a small sip of water. He trails off. Elaine pats his hand, but slide off and turned to face me fully. The smile is back, if just a little sharper than before, and she raised a hand. I almost flinch, but all she does is point at my weapon. Can you please remove your hand from that? Hello, River. Hello. How are you doing? Are you currently at your lunchtime right now? Hope you are doing well. I'm playing When the Nights Come, and currently I am asking about the demon trends about what do they know about the increasingly creature activities? Just having a good time chilling. Hope you're doing well. That's a lot to ask for me after that little display. Elaine inclines her head. You have a point, I suppose, but all the same, I would do you no good here. She's right. She would point it out so matter-of-factly, but even as I reluctantly tear my fingers from my weapon, the answer I was seeking struck me. Thank you for all the redeem. Lunch break. Awesome. I hope you have a good lunchtime. And thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier that I noticed that honestly I recently noticed that it wait, sorry, let me look a little bit. Okay. Sorry, I just got some notification, so I'm trying to see what's going on. But yeah, I was thinking about how like I noticed that whenever it's Saturday, I guess, people usually aren't here. But I can't do anything about it because I don't do Sunday stream anymore since I have like uni and stuff like that on Monday. So I guess I would just people just have to watch the pods. And also thank you for redeeming the second as well. I will allow it this time, you know, since there are not many people here. And yes, they do have gorgeous hair. It was you, wasn't it? You were the reason for the increase in paranormal activity around the Norris. It isn't her fault, but mine. I guess it kind of makes sense because they are both they are the offspring of Satan, isn't it? I don't remember the title. Did they say that they are the offspring of Satan or someone else? Let me check again. When the nights come. Sorry, I forgot about it because it's been a while. I don't think it's Lucifer, isn't it? Like, I think, let me see. Yeah, his father is Lucifer. That's why, that makes sense, honestly. That's why people, like, the creatures are, like, more active. That they are here now. Omen is still rubbing at the back of his neck as though wearing an old scar. When he met my gaze, his aura is dimmed, sad. Omen?
Some mortal years ago, I had an argument with my father.
Okay, let me put the volume high, sorry.
Some mortal years ago, I had an argument with my father.
He pauses, mouth moving without sound, laying shepherd on her feet where I watch her from the corner of my eye. But she doesn't move. Her presence is once again extinguished and kept tightly under control.
It ended in my departure to your realm. He was unhappy with me leaving and tried to prevent me crossing over. I had to go into hiding, and in the journey between, it's possible I might have damaged the boundaries between our worlds. Here in this town.
Oh. That's kind of bad, Omen. God. Yeah, it is very cool, isn't it? It's it was revealed the last part that he is the son of Lucifer. Oh. And your father isn't planning on making a trip, of course, to get you back, is he? The thought leaves me cold as much as it makes me want to stare at the ceiling and wonder out loud what exactly this town has done that caused so many fucking problems to become attracted to it. Like fries to a brooded corpse. That's a imagery. That would just be the thing as we need, wouldn't it? Lucifer himself coming through to give us another slap on the ass. No, he can't wander so far. Not as far as us, and Omen took measures to stop us from finding him. Oh, stop us from finding him. She gives Omen a look, but he persuasively ignores her. My eyes are on the hand he's still using to rub the back of his neck. I assume it was a nervous habit, but now that I'm paying close attention, I can see something that looks like it might be a scar sneaking out from under his collar. It's difficult to spot though, as if he's thinking the same thing. Omen yanked his collar up to hide it. He's so cute, I love him. Elaine pressed close to his side, their shoulders touching, their tails intertwined briefly, almost a hand-squeeze gesture of its own before she leans away again and look at me. That is so cute. Touching tails? We apologize for the danger we have brought to this place. It isn't me you should be apologizing to, I think. Omen gives me a pained look, but inclined his head.
You're right. I didn't know the boundaries would be so badly affected by my crossing. By all means, destroying the brand, the markings that allow my father to seek me out should have been enough.
Not yet. Well, I guess I will wait. Okay. I don't think I can stream for that long today, unfortunately, even though I want to. Because my neck is also hurting. I don't know what's happening. Let me wait till the ads are over. Let's see. Okay. Welcome back, loves. I think the ads are over now. Let me know if you guys are back. Sorry about that. I will go back a little so you can hear Omen's voice line. And also, I don't think I can stream for that long today. I said this earlier, but I have for some reason I have a headache. I took some meds, so it's not really hurting now, but it feels kind of weird, and my neck kind of hurt as well, so I don't really know what's going on, but I will try to stream a little bit longer, since otherwise the stream will be so short. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go back and listen to Omen's voice line.
You're right. I didn't know the boundaries would be so badly affected by my crossing. By all means, destroying the brand, the markings that allow my father to seek me out should have been enough.
Sorry about your headache, it's okay. I don't know what's happening though, so it'll be fine. Make sure you are well hydrated. I am, no worries. I have water with me right now. But yeah, it just like it kind of hurts a little bit. Not still. Um, but it should be fine. I think maybe it's just because I'm a little bit I'm feeling a little bit off recently. Because I'm going to see my relatives tomorrow, so maybe I'm stressed out, I guess. But anyway.
I also hoped the boundaries would heal on their own as they do. Likely they are, but too slowly. Perhaps.
Wait, let me go back. The music was a little
You're
too
right.
loud.
I also hoped the boundaries would heal on their own as they do. Likely they are, but too slowly. Perhaps.
Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. It will be alright. Just temporary. I'm sure I will feel better in no time. It's just that it definitely is not a good idea to have a headache and then stay at a monastery and try to speak for like hours, you know. But yeah, I will be fine. He trails off, looking at something behind my shoulder. I turn to follow his eyes. Is that someone? Oh. Amorous, I think, is staring at us from where he's half peeking from the front door. His eyes widen like a cornered rabbit when he realizes we have noticed, but before I can even open my mouth to ensure him, Elaine makes a gleeful little noise and runs to him. Well, Omen snort does sound almost a laugh. I was almost afraid that you don't like him. He kept the news of Elaine's arrival from me. That should be enough for me to resent him. He says that, but his eyes are soft as we look on. Elaine is holding his hand now, who look remarkably less afraid, and whatever they are talking about is too low for me to hear, but his smile is bright. That's cute. I see her smile too, and her tail curls affectionately around his waist. That's so cute. Oh. They make their way back over to us, he eyeing me warily. I nodded at him when he glanced at me again. The way he seems to jump a little before smiling back is almost amusing. Have you come to fetch me or Elaine? Neither, actually. Oh, wait, let me think. He's a little bit shy, so... Neither, actually. I come to tell you that Aurora will soon be here. I wanted to... He trailed off uncertainly. Probably not sure about betraying his sister's view on things yet. I'm not sure how much of that I can sympathize with, but after the mess last night, I'm nothing if not glad I don't have to see that woman again just yet. I have a feeling she would have something to say about all this. This that I should also make a report on. I scratch my head, thinking about what exactly will go in the mission report for this entire mess. Just considering it is already causing me a so deep pain. I need to go for Alcon anyway. Oh, that would be a good idea. I hope I will see you later, Jules. Oh man, I miss you. He and Alka was the person that I romanced back then on my first playthrough, and I only played through until me I got the like romantic option and then I stopped playing. So that's why I don't know any of the other things that happened after that. I'm sure you will. He hums in agreement, reaching for me as though he wanted to put his hand on my shoulder. But he seems to think better of it at the last moment and turned into an awkward wave before walking away. I linger for a moment longer, watching their conversations. He's still smiling at something she say. The last thing I see as I turn away from them is Elaine kissing his cheek. Cute. Love white here. Oh, River, you weren't here yesterday. I was playing Bloodlust yesterday. I was playing the demo of it. It's a vampire hunter and vampire like visual novel, I guess. And it was so good. If you ever want to watch back the VOD, let me know what you think. It was so good. I know that you will love like the characters and like the design of the game. It's so pretty. Actually, I think I might still have it. I still have the command of it. I think I still have the command. Let me do this. Let me test it out. Yeah. So for those you know, if you're watching the board and you were like, okay, Bloodlust, what is it? If you want to play the demo, you can play it through the link that I just linked it. Very lovely game. Very lovely game. Love this Elmo, and I would love to get the early access, but I'm struggling right now, so I'm saving up. You sure will. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'm so sorry that I suddenly interrupted the story to talk about this. It's been living rent-free through my mind after I played it yesterday. I'm kind of begging everyone to play it now, so I can talk about it with them. The streets are that empty when I leave. It's eerie, almost. This sudden stillness, as though the time itself is instinctively aware of the rawness of its experiencing, withdraw into itself. I wonder truly how much do the people know, how much they are willing to know. From what Aurora say, it hasn't always been this way for Lenorius, but I find it hard to imagine this before. It must have been years ago according to what she said at August. But all Omen and Lane have done is confirm there was an increase in... Sorry, oh my god. Almost fucking threw up for no reason. Well, no, I was just feeling kind of nauseous while having like a hiccup. I'm okay. There was an increase in supernatural activity, not what the enforcers here have done to combat it. Nor did their affirmation lead anything to ease the growing dread in me. The one that's been sitting like poisons in the back of my mind since I first started snooping in August's office for eyes records just a few weeks ago. I love how they write the feeling of it. Very pretty. I'm a general, but I'm still just another hunter in the end. The enforcers, the allies, the support network at my back all account for much of my success and strength. It indicates how I am to move, act, think, and now what? If I can't even trust it to hold my weight. That I don't know the full truth is nothing new. That I'm not only ever told enough to commit myself to the contract at hand is nothing new. But we are having a crisis right now. But those deliberate acts of withholding information have always been passed off as an attempt to protect the hunters. And for the most part, that has been true. That's been true. Not this time, though. This is... The sound of a bird taking flight snapped me out of my thoughts. I shake my head, think, look up the spears, twisting branches of the forest. Somehow my feet have taken me here, taking me on a path I didn't know I could remember so well, actually. And when I look down the ground, I see the rock to which Alka hides his cave. He hasn't bothered to keep the trapdoor concealed. I realize as I walk around it, the there are the entrances, inviting to all. Thinking about the half-look gun, I doubt that's true, but hesitantly, I kneel by it and knock. A long moment passed with no response. Just as I was beginning to feel silly, his starlight, he's probably in town, it suddenly sprang up so fast it nearly hit me in the face. Alka tilts his head, his perk, his expression slowly moving into a grin. With a tight one. You got a warrant? He's so hot, guys. I don't think you guys understand. That's not what guests bring with them on a house visit, Alka. Depends. I shift, intending to sit since honestly, I'm not sure if he's going to let me into his house. The moment I start to, however, Alka retreats back into the cave with a beckon. He's already gone, and if I don't follow the trapdoor, it's going to fall on my knees. So, I hastily follow him down. The latch is a little difficult to work out, but after a moment, I manage to fasten it the way I think it's supposed to be fastened. I love the way he decorates his cave. It's so cool. Love it. You love this one? Yeah, he was the one that I romanced along with Omen. Because there's a poly route with them. But this time on stream I went for Finn and Ezra, who are Finn is the vampire and Ezra is a witch. By the time I get into the cave properly, which looks the same, which has a bunch of messy blankets and pillows on one of his benches, proof that he really did just wake up. Alka is ready across the room. I watch him throw firewood into the small stove and put a kettle on to boil. What brings you here, mighty hunter? Instinct. Alka threw me a smirk. He opens an iron chest next to the stove and pulls out a jar of something dry, then joins me by the cushion. Breaking the lid open, he offers me the treat. Is this dog chow? If you're a dog, everything you eat is dog chow, so are you a dog? What's up with the attitude, Alka? The illustration of the background is so good. I know, right? I really like it. Also, I really like the UI. Very cute, very cute. Let me save a little bit. It fits my game overlay so well, isn't it? No, mate, it's fucking Candy's food. Well, touche. I snore, but take a piece. So, I'm not under arrest. Nothing has exploded in town that I know about. You cut your feelings on something? It's calling you a dog? I guess so. He's just projecting. No, I just... This is done, I realize I don't know what the hell I come to him for. Really? Comfort? Going to Alka for comfort? Not like it. That's kind of true because he's kind of like an asshole sometimes, you know? He just always like have this snarky little comment to us. So now that I'm here, there's something I need to tell him. The hunter you attack, well, the one who's attacked you were in prison for, I should say. Alka Woofy is immediately fact into his head. I can see his jaw clench, but he looks straight at me, red eyes sharp. Yeah? Well, I haven't heard his voice in so long. What's going on? His name is Azalea, I think. We find signs of him in the dungeons. Alka inhaled sharply, then sighed. The relief evident in the drop of his shoulders, but then he raised his eyebrows.
Wait, in the dungeons? The dungeons where they kept me? What did he do?
Well, we don't know, honestly. Also for context, last part he revealed that Alka revealed that he got thrown into the dungeon because one time during like the transformation, like doing I guess like a full moon or whatever, he lost his control and he attacked a hunter, so he got thrown into dungeon. But he wasn't able to find the hunter again. I believe what he was saying is basically like he doesn't understand what's going on because he don't think he killed the hunter, because if he does he will remember, but there's no trace of the hunter anywhere. And last part when we break into the dungeon, we find out that the hunter was actually arrested. We don't know, but he was there. I'm sure he was at the very least alive when we were taken in. Then why did I don't know. Alka snored, and this time the sound is bitter. He gets to his feet and begins to pace, tightening the bandages around his hands. I can feel he's upset. The intensity of it, and under all that brewing resentment, can't blame him. You keep using past tense. What happened to this bloke? I forgot how, like, in this game, have a little, like, British saying. And, like, so it's so funny to me because, when I'm on stream, I try to, like, use less, British phrases and saying that I usually would say it with my friends. So this is a good chance for me to let it out. I don't know that either, which is the problem. Alka paused and looked at me in disbelief. After a moment, however, he sighs and comes back to sit down again. Is he a doctor? He is a Lucan, like a half Lucan. Basically, he's half werewolf. That's why he have these ears. Guess that's why you're here for. To tell you, yes.
Your employers sure like to keep shit hush-hush. Figured as much. But thanks for telling me. It's been sitting like a fucking gravestone on my mind since...
Is it a little bit too quiet? But I can't really do anything about it because the audio is kind of tired. It's kind of quiet sometimes. He is a dog sucks, you know. Well, just don't let him know that you say that to him. I'm sure he won't be happy about it.
Well, now I feel pretty fucking bummed out, actually. I can't believe they put me through that shit for something that never even happened.
Yeah, so messed up. I'm sorry. This shouldn't have happened. They had no right. It sounds good to you? Thank you. Yeah, sometimes the voice line is a little bit quiet, so I'm a little bit worried sometimes. I can tame him, I don't mind.
They don't need rights. They only needed a reason and the upper hand.
Yeah. He's right. The bitterness in his words sting, but they sting no worse than the thoughts I myself had in the past. A reason and the upper hand is sometimes all we need, isn't it? A weapon, a reason, and the upper hand. Now my weapon feels heavy at my side. And what are you going to do about all this, Jules? I will find the truth. That's all I can do, isn't it? No, that's what I must do. Now that we came so far. Then that's all I asked you. His hand goes around my wrist. I raise my eyes from the floor to look at him, and the sheer intensity with which he stared back at me, the sheer sense. Fuck. Why can't I say this word for some reason? Sincerity in his eyes almost carried the force of a blow. Thank you. He trusts us. Oh, we're going to the catacomb. So we're visiting Findan, one of my boyfriends. I've ventured deeper into the catacombs. The dark tunnels become somewhat familiar to me now. I hear a quiet laugh. I smile to myself as a figure appears from the shadows. Oh, it's Raven. Was cooking good looking? Hello, Raven. May I ask you to Lord cosmically? I mean, not like you have choice. I'm terribly bored. I began walking, and River, oh my god, I just say River. Not you living rent free in my mind. And Raven falls into step by my side. I'm so embarrassed. Fuck. I began walking, and Raven falls into step by my side, though she walks backward, those crimson eyes not leaving my face for even a second. I mean, your brain, you are. Sometimes I just think about you, you know. And that's okay. Why are you bored? Sun's up. Can't do much other than annoy Flynn. And now that you are here to do that, I assume. And with a suggestive wiggle of her brows. Oh, you know, other stuff. Kind of stuff that involve lips and hands, and then... Hey, I'm just fucking with you. I wholeheartedly approve this union. He's happy since you came to town, you know. Him and Ezra are good people. The best people. I'm grateful that you brought them together again. Was real sad when they parted. She sighed heavily, fluttering her lashes. And now I have 3 people to annoy. Living the dreamy. The common and interesting, and even more so, is the 4. Raven snored uncouthly and nudged me in the side. Can't be too coy about it. Not when you pick him to, you know. Anyway, I have work to do, vampires to see. I hope that emphasis on work is a sufficient reminder, despite that my future company will be present to have. Raven and River is a match to say. I'm dating all of them. Well, I support you. She snored again and is quickly becoming a familiar sound. Now let me show you a little bit more of her outfit. A snake ring, very cute. He works too much. All of you do. Then she stopped in front of me as we reached Finn's door, her hand raised. Listen, I just want you to know we have your back. Not that Finn wouldn't have already told you that, but it's important to me that you know. Oh, thank you, Raven. The way she's looked at me tells me I can't believe her. That Raven is loyal to a foe, and that I'm lucky to have such allies. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate that. Sweet. now go do your boring, important people stuff, I guess. I try not to interrupt. In a flash, she's gone, absorbed by the darkness. That is so cool. Guys, I love vampires so much. Do you guys know? Well, I'm sure for the people who don't know, I found out yesterday. Anyway, the door to Finn's room opened with a quiet creak before I can raise my fist to knock. He greeted me with a smile. This room glows? Yeah, it's so pretty, isn't it? It's Finn's room. Afternoon. He reached for me, taking my hand and pressing a kiss to my knuckles before tucking me inside. The door closed softly behind me with a click. I heard Raven lurking. She didn't bother you, did she? I shake my head as he lays our fingers together, his other hand coming to rest upon my waist. Let me save, not the ass while I'm doing something gay. She was fine, if not a little strange. Oh, my head kind of hurts. Fuck. I will wait for the ad to finish. I think I might. I will stream a little bit more to like maybe finish off like visiting Finn, and then I will have to unstream because it's starting to hurt. Let me stretch a little bit while we are in that so nobody can hear that. Subscribe again later on PC. And I may reply to you later when you come back from the ads. And I hope everyone is doing well. And for those people who watch VOD, I do really appreciate it. Okay. Sorry, I had to check quite a few things. Okay. Welcome back, lives. Wait, let me reply to you. I will subscribe again later on PC. Thank you. Take your time, and also, you don't have to, but if you want to, then sure. Thank you for that. I was saying in the ads that I will try to wrap up, maybe after Finn, like after talking to Finn, I might end stream because my head is hurting again, and I think I should like go and grab something to eat or something. He tilts his head this way and that, tossing around deep thought in his mind before grinning. Get used to that. Change is her specialty. Take care of yourself, of course. Thank you. We should discuss what Piper and I found down there. And for context, the guy that we are talking about is someone in Finn's like best friend and kind of like a brother to him, and he got arrested for no reason, kind of. And when we found him in the dungeon, he was kind of he'd been starving. So another corruption and injustice is happening in the town. his expression neutralized. His posture became tense. Yes, we should. I have some concern, as I'm sure you do. What could they want with his blood, then? I'm no expert, but if I'm not mistaken, vampire blood can be harmful to anything that isn't of your kind. He stared off into the distance for a moment, looked as pensive as if he's considering his next word very carefully.
What do you know of your initiation? Of what they put you through when you're chosen?
I open my mouth to respond, but I find myself having nothing to say. I remember little of what happened back then when I was just a child, back when I first arrived at the academy. Oh, it's raining so heavily. Sorry, I got a bit distracted because of the sounds outside. I remember waking up and feeling different, feeling strong. I frowned, frustrated I can't recall such a pivotal moment in my life, the moment that quite literally made me who I am. I can feel him watching me carefully, and when I meet his gaze, his eyes are sad.
I know little of what they did to make you the way you are, but I've been around long enough to hear rumors. Nothing about what's happening here adds up. Of that much I'm sure. The only person who has answers is Harry, but we can't even trust the man who swore to lead and protect you.
Yeah, if they are taking his blood, it's not with good intention. Vampire blood can be incredibly dangerous if used with malicious intent. We need to get him out there. I searched my brain for ideas, solution, anything. The silence we stand in is heavy without contemplation, and something hits me. When I first encountered the creature, it almost felt like I'd been thrilled. I don't remember how to pronounce this word, but I know what it means. Let's search it up. Spelled that wrong. Where is the pronunciation? Oh, fraud. It's like a word that said that, describe being like under control. As if it had compelled you to just freeze, it manipulate you. Manipulated. Then something clicks. Ask about the abilities. He's an empath, right? He can both feel emotions and manipulate it. Yes, and he's incredibly powerful. Levi wouldn't have looked at him twice if he was indifferent. There are other vampires that have such abilities. Even I can influence people's thought, but not to the extent he can. I think about the implication that kind of power fall into the wrong hands, how they leave me feeling needed in place. Can this ability be transferred, say, through consuming his blood? I can't say I have ever heard of such a thing being done. It's certainly not impossible. That creature, if it's been given his blood, why? What could that possibly achieve? I take a deep breath, trying to gather my thoughts. Already they are heavy in my mind. What this might mean. Weird word. It's definitely not a word that get used a lot. But yeah. Basically, like another way to say it is like, it's similar. The meaning of it is similar to the phase of under trance, like kind of similar meaning. I take a deep breath, trying to gather my thoughts. Already they have heavy in my mind at what this might mean. Something new, something powerful. What's about the rumors? The rumors you heard about the initiation. Can you tell me? He grips the edge of his desk, the wooden creaking beneath his fingertips.
There are many things about the agency's practices that I've heard over the centuries. None of them are particularly kind, but most sound too far-fetched to be plausible. My personal favorite is that hunters grow on trees. Were you grown on a tree?
That would be kind of cool if I were. I laugh, rolling my eyes. Point taken. Not all of them are exactly sane rumors then. No, but with everything that's been going on around here lately, stranger things have happened. I process everything as best as I can on such a little sleep, yet again feeling out of my depth, but somehow closer to the truth. Sorry, I suddenly remember something. It was insane. Yesterday, when I was streaming and playing the game, I was playing Bloodlust. Sorry, I'm yapping about Bloodlust again. But I watched back the VOD of it a little bit, and I saw there was a moment when I was typing, and I spelled the word honestly so wrong, and I didn't even realize until I watched back the VOD. I wondered did anyone notice it, but they didn't want to tell me. I spell it in this way. I think this is how I spell it. But specifically, I type it HOE. I guess it was just on my mind. But yeah, I was trying to spell honestly, but for some reason I typed that. Which, like, it happens to me a lot because a lot of times for me, when I type, like, a word, when I type a word, a lot of times the, like, middle part of the word will get, like, all scrambled up. So, I guess it's, like, not that unusual, but it was funny to see it, like, after the stream. Our priority is getting him out of there, but we also have other concerns to attend to. I can have the plan work on an extraction plan. Now we know exactly where he is. Leave that to us. At least that's one less thing you to worry about, right? Brain is fried and words are hard. Yeah, doesn't help when you're dyslexia as well. So, though I could use your help in enlisting Merman to assist. We could do with someone on your side. Consider it done. Look at him. Even though all of this doubt and uncertainty, I feel safe. Yeah, that's my boyfriend, guys. He reached for me again and I go willingly, winding my arms around his neck, smiling when he leans in and runs his cold nose along my jaw. We are unstoppable, remember? This is so romantic, guys. I shiver against him, and he holds me that little bit tighter, strong arms encircling my waist. I remembered. Kiss him. Why would I be like, I should go, like, go, that's your boyfriend.
Amazing. And whatever that thing is, it has a world of pain coming its way.
He's so supportive and love him. I ran a hand through his hair, letting the soft obsidian strand about my fingers. I really like how they describe it because he have black hair and they say it's obsidian strand. That's cute. He hums, his eyes fluttering close. Then he kisses me. The cool press of his lips against my own is the only reassurance I will ever need. The will of his body so strong against mine, all I have ever wanted. He gently walked me backward until I'm clouded against the door. and I smile against his lip as his hand began to wander. Spicy. He pulls back to look at me with a sharp inhale, eyes dark, lips parted.
If you have somewhere to be, I suggest you leave now before I can't find the strength to tear myself away.
I'm not leaving. You're out of your mind. I'm verbally. Sorry. Sorry, just, being intimate with my boyfriend. As much as I love to forget my duties. He stepped away, straightening his clothes with a sly smile when I failed to respond. No! No! Go. I have been around long enough. It's not like I'm going anywhere. Huh? River, this remind me of me and you when well, not that part, but when me and you will say that we're not going anywhere. That is so cute. I realize that might be taken in a in a wrong what's it called? In a wrong implication when I said that. I meant when we said back then when we were like, yeah, we're not going anywhere to each other, I gathered my wits, my heart once again slowing to its resting place. We dating a lot. No, we are not. I need to go see Ezra about demon friends. Vane reached out to adjust my rumpled shirt, surveying me with a satisfied nod. Oh, I was going to ask why don't he come alone? Now I'm thinking about it. Didn't we mention that it's daytime, so he can't go outside? Stuck with me for life, actually. So true. Perfect way to spend your day, I'm sure. Time for me to meet my other boyfriend. He opened the door for me, leaning against the frame as I stepped out into the cold hallway. Safe, Jules. Be thinking of you as always. Oh? Okay, guys, I'm so sorry, but I will have to end stream. I will talk a little bit, chat a little bit, but I unfortunately cannot stay for long because of this headache that I'm having. Okay, let me pull up some music. Okay. I hope everyone had fun. This is like a really short stream. I haven't had a stream that short in a while. It's only almost like 2 hours, I guess, in a way. But I will, yeah, honestly, it's just very unfortunate that I started to have a headache while I was like, right before the stream. But I'm excited to continue with when the nights come again. But yeah, have some rest, thank you. But let me think. So I have thought about maybe I might stream on Monday. We will see. If I do stream on Monday, it will be a very chill stream. But no promises, honestly. Because I do have kind of a lot of things to do on Monday. Have like obviously class, and then I have a meeting that day, so we will see how it goes. But if I do, let me think. If I do have a Monday stream, I might be playing The Sims actually. Now I'm thinking about it because I've been wanting to play The Sims, but you will see how it goes. I would just play like a chill game, honestly, but schedule will be out, I guess, on either probably on Monday. But yeah, we will see. No promises because I do kind of want to stream on a day where more people can come since Monday usually are not the day. But I will see what I can do. If I don't stream on Monday, I might just have I might just stream 2 days next week. But yeah, expect me to have more like stream that are like fall onto a Monday. From now on, like Monday, Friday, and Saturday. But yeah, thank you for the ones who are lurking, and people who have dropped by the stream. I hope everyone have a good day. Very sorry that the stream is so short, but I'd rather just end stream than forcing myself to continue to stream when I can't get into the story. But yeah, I promise I will get some rest and I will be fine. But take care, everyone. I will be seeing you guys next week again. And hopefully, everyone have a good day. Take care, and see you guys soon again. Bye.